welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Jennifer, and today we're going to be taking a look at the brand new Dior Quint. This is Mirror Mirror. This is going to be one of my shorter videos. We're just going to look at this Quint today. I'm going to do swatches. I'm going to do swatch comparisons of the green shade that's in here to a bunch of other greens that I've seen in Suku and in Dior before, because I want to compare it to what Dior has done. And then if there's other comparisons you want to see that I can post, I can do some stuff on Instagram. My hair is crazy. It's still hot. Here, one sec. Might as well use a olive green headband. All set there. Yeah, it's still really hot here. You can see my face is a little flushed because it's just so warm. It's actually very flushed because it's so warm. Hopefully it's gonna cool off tomorrow. That's what we've been told. At this point, I don't believe it. But anyway, so the two Quints that I thought were similar, that had greens in it that might be similar from Dior, are Jungle and Nightbird. Those are really the only ones that have like a green. This is Nightbird. This is Jungle. If I look at the new Dior Mirror Mirror, it's much more of an olive. So let's take a look. So let's take the shade in Jungle that I think will be similar. Jungle is a great Quint, by the way. It's definitely going to be different than Jungle, but I'm just pulling out the two green shades. These are the two green shades in Jungle. And let's pull out the olive in Nightbird, which again, stunning. This one's more of an aqua, but let's pull it out anyway. Okay. Those are the two in Jungle, and those are the two in Nightbird. Let's watch the green in Mirror Mirror. All right, so it has much more of the Jungle kind of green. It almost has more brown than green, like a gold. It's almost like an antique gold green. It's not nearly as green as the one in Jungle or the one in Nightbird. Nightbird? What do I keep calling it? Yeah, Nightbird. Now let's take the recent Suku. This was the limited edition fall 117. Definitely still more green. This is more of like an, I would say like almost like a minty olive green. It's like a weird combination. It's a beautiful shade. It actually looks a little bit like the bluer shade in Nightbird, but still very different than the Dior. Dior definitely has like a goldeny brown cast to it, which is going to be interesting. Also going to pull out an old Suku. This is 06. There's this green in here. These were ones that just sort of popped into my mind because I was already looking at Suku for the Suku video that I did. Yeah, that's not like this at all. I mean, it's definitely like this greenish blue. It looks more like, again, Nightbird. All right. And the last one that I have here in front of me does not mean it's the end of like, I mean, I have a bunch of old comparison. I have a bunch of comparisons I can do. I have so many, let's face it, I have so many Quints and quads and stuff, because that was 06. Is the minty one that was in the pre-summer collection. I just want to see how much like, yeah, see how much like lighter, so much lighter. This one is really interesting, this new Dior. It's almost like a golden green, like almost like an antique gold green. That's what it looks like. There's the Dior in the middle, the new one in the Mirror Mirror. Now let's swatch the whole thing. Let's do it here. So okay, this is a very pumpkin-y orange shade. Kind of matches the lipstick I have on, which is Suku 112. I have it on with the Brown Fig Dior liner. The reason I did that, I will tell you in a second. It has to do with the giveaway, so stay tuned. Okay, and this shade is like a gold. So far, very warm leaning. I'd say Reflection's pretty warm too. That's a cooler brown though. That's a very typical brown for Dior. Dior seems to have like this color brown in everything. Center shade, definitely a coppery bronze. Really pretty. Like this is, I love that kind of shade. And then the green, which again, I don't think is that green. It's more, I think that's like an antique gold kind of color. I mean, it's really pretty. It definitely has a greenish leaning, but as you saw compared to the other greens, different than we might have thought. Let's do an eye look with it, and I'll talk about the giveaway while we do that. So to say thanks to all of you for all your support and just for being awesome, I'm going to go in with the orange shade first, that pumpkin shade. I'm going to be giving away this quint, this Mirror Mirror quint. Obviously not the one I'm using currently. I'm not going to use it and then give it away. But I have a brand new one that I will be giving away, and I will be giving it away with the Brown Fig liner. Brown Fig is one of my favorite Dior liners, lip liners. It's exactly as it sounds, like a brown pink. It's a great shade. It's not a new shade, but I just thought, you know, I was going to give away this quint, and I was like, well, I'll give away a liner with it. So, Brown Fig and this quint, the Mirror Mirror quint. So, to enter, you have to be a subscriber here on YouTube, and you have to be a subscriber over on Instagram. If you do not have Instagram, let me know that in the comments in this video. Say, I would love to follow you on Instagram, but I'm not on Instagram. That's fine. I understand not everybody likes different platforms, so I want to make it, you know, relatively easy. But you do have to follow, you have to be a subscriber here on YouTube. Now, I've been trying to figure out like when to do the giveaway. I want to give you guys time. I have a bunch of other giveaways coming up. A couple of Tom Ford, I have Chantecaille, a couple of different ones that I have not, you know, really mentioned. So they will all require you to be subscribed here on YouTube and on Instagram. So it's one-stop shopping. You can sign up now to subscribe to my channel, and you'll basically be ready to go when all of those other giveaways start. I think most of them will happen in August, although there may be a few in September. We'll have to see. But they'll all require you to be subscribers here and on Instagram. Now, as I've said several times, if you are not on Instagram, just make sure in the comments of this video you let me know that. And the same will be true for future giveaways if I require to be on YouTube as well. Okay, so those are the two shades. I've just blended the orange, the pumpkin orange, and that brown. Super pretty. I mean, really, really nice. But it's definitely a warm leaning. I'm gonna take this gold shade, put it up into the brow. I'm also gonna use that as an inner corner. It is a very yellowy gold shade. If you don't like, you know, like yellows or like gold, that's not a shade you're gonna love. I'm just gonna kind of smooth this out. It's sparkly, but it's not like super sparkly. Now I can tell you, you could go with the center shade, which is this gorgeous copper, but I know everybody wants to see the green. So I'm gonna put the green on first so we can all see it, and then we'll put the copper shade over it so you can see what the green looks like. All right, on with the green. Yeah, it looks more green on the eye. Interesting. Now that could be because of it in comparison to the, and I got fallout, in comparison to the other shades, you know, when you put it on the eye, but see how much greener that looks on the eye than it did in the swatch, or at least it does to me. In fact, on the eye, it looks very similar to the Suku limited edition shade that I just used in the video that went up on Tuesday, I think, yeah. So Yeah, I mean, that looks very similar in nature to that shade. That's so interesting. It didn't swatch that way, but when it went on the eye, definitely get that olive look. And so I'm gonna have to play around with this a lot more to see if it's a combination of shades that does that. Lots of fallout here. I don't think, no, it could just be I put too much on the brush, but yeah, there's a lot of fallout. Okay. Yeah, I don't think it's the same on my swatch, because as you saw, it looked very different on my hand, but on my arm, but on the eye, it looks very similar to the Suku. That's really interesting. All right, now I'm gonna take the center shade. This is that satiny brown shade, which is really pretty. And you know, honestly, if it wasn't for this green in here, I would have put this all over the eye, because this is just stunning. And we're gonna put that like on the corner here over the green. I'm glad I put the green on first so you guys could see it though, because like I said, it's definitely more, it looks more olive when you put it on the eye, or at least it does on my eyelids, and the way that I've mixed these shades. That's what, you know, it's always good to do a couple of different looks with it, because it's possible that if I put it down by itself, you'll get more of that antique gold. I'm gonna take a little bit of that lightish gold that we put on the brow. Just put it here in the inner corner. This is beautiful. This is stunning, and it's, I mean, this is about as fall as you get. All right, let me clean up the outer part of my eye real quick here. All right, let's take a little bit of that, let's take a little bit of that green gold shade and use it as liner on the lower lash line. Yeah, it's really pretty, guys. I mean, I wish you could see it. I wish you could see it as well as I can see it. Hopefully it's coming through on the camera how beautiful that is. And like I said, yes, it has an antique gold look to it, and it still has that on the eye, but I think it's what it is in comparison to the bronze and the coppers and the gold. It takes on more of a green look, but it's really beautiful. And you could just put this all over the eye and be done with it. Or that coppery bronze shade, that's gorgeous too. These are all stunning. Okay, I'm gonna put on a little bit of mascara. I'm not gonna do liner today, I just wanna leave it. I just think it's so pretty. I put on a little bit of mascara, and then we'll talk about the quint and the giveaway. Got some mascara on, that's it, that's all I added. I did not put any liner on. I have to say, this looks really, really nice. First of all, it is very fall. It is very autumnal. The shades in here are exactly what I would want from a fall quint, sorry. But it's definitely warm leaning. This is the coolest shade in here, this brown, which is it's a typical shade for Dior. Dior has that particular brown in like so many different quints. This is definitely a pumpkin, true pumpkin. This is a gorgeous coppery bronze, gold, and as we saw, this is definitely green, but it's an antique goldish green. When it goes on the eye, I think it's gonna look more green than it does in a swatch. I think it's gonna be really interesting to see what it looks like if I put it on by itself. Like if I put this green on from Dior on this eye and like the Suku green on the other eye, how different would it be? Because when I first put it on the eye before I put the bronzy copper shade over it, to me, it immediately was like, oh, that looks like the Suku shade that I used. But when I swatched the two next to each other, the Suku shade is definitely greener. So it's really interesting to me to see how that showed up on the eye as olive. I think it's beautiful. I absolutely love it. I'm not surprised I love it, but I'm very glad I love it because I was hopeful. I was hopeful it would be good. This is great. This is very pretty. It's also very different from Jungle and very different from Nightbird, which makes me happy because I want something that's different. I don't want just a reiteration of what has come before. Giveaway. The brown fig liner, let me just show you the shade on the back of my hand. That's Brown Fig. It really will go with everything. It's a brown pink shade. So hopefully, you know, it'll work for most folks. It's one of my favorite liners, which is why I'm doing it as part of the giveaway. So I will have the Mirror Mirror as part of the giveaway and this Brown Fig liner. All you have to do to enter, again, you have to be subscribed here on YouTube. You have to be subscribed to my channel on Instagram. If you're not on Instagram, make sure you say something in the comments. Okay, second step, you have to say something and like this video. So you have to like this video and comment on it. What I would love to hear is if you have ideas about what else I should compare it to. You don't have to write that, but I'd really be interested because I have like so many eyeshadow palettes, so many, that, you know, you might suggest something that I don't have, but I'm gonna guess we got pretty good odds that I do have it. So, would love to hear what you'd like to see swatched next to it. So the giveaway end date. So I was gonna do it so that I wouldn't do the giveaway until I hit 6,000 subscribers, but I'm a little way off from that and I don't want to like make you guys wait a really long time. So, I mean, I wish that I could get 100 subscribers that quickly, but I think it's gonna take a little while. So, let's look at the date here. This will go up, I'm not sure if this will go up the 10th or the 11th, but I'll give you guys some time. Let's do, there should be plenty of days. Okay, so the 18th, Thursday, August 18th, at the end of the day, midnight Eastern time, it closes. So that's a little over a week or a week, depending on when this goes up. That should be plenty of time. Make sure you're subscribed here on my YouTube channel, subscribed on Instagram. If you're not on Instagram, let me know in the comments below. Like this video and comment on this video. As I said, I'd love to hear what you think might be a good comparison. So thanks so much for joining me today, guys. I really do appreciate it, and I hope to see you in another video really soon.